For what is Alan Hamel well known? Everything you should know about the late husband of Suzanne Summers. Alan Hamel is a Canadian TV host and entrepreneur with a wealth of experience in the entertainment sector. Over the course of several decades, he has held a number of roles, including producer, entrepreneur, and television personality. Suzanne Summers, an American actress, was his wife. She died at the age of 76 recently after a long fight with cancer. She was first diagnosed with an aggressive form of breast cancer when she was in her 52nd. She disclosed on social media in July that, following a period of remission, it had returned. The actress is currently survived by her spouse, Alan Hamel, and their child. Hamel was born in Toronto, Ontario, in Canada. Despite being born and raised in Canada, he is of Jewish descent. Alan Hamel attended a nearby Toronto high school as a teenager before enrolling in the Ryerson Institute of Technology in 1954. Unfortunately, he never finished his graduation for unknown reasons. Hamel began his broadcasting career at CKVR-TV and CKBB Radio. His big break came when he co-hosted Razzle Dazzle from 1961 to 1964. He hosted 2 syndicated game shows in the late 1960s that were broadcast on all ABC-owned and operated TV stations as well as other stations. While filming the anniversary game in 1969, they first got to know one another, and in 1977 they were married. He hosted the well-liked daytime talk show The Alan Hamel Show on CTV in the late 1970s. He was dubbed Canada's top TV talk show host by People magazine. In 1978, he hosted the Disastrous People television show for a brief period of time on CBS. Following the departure of fellow Canadian Hamel as a host, The Alan Thicke Show made its premiere in 1980. Hamel worked as a commercial pitchman for American Stores, a chain of coast-to-coast supermarkets, for several years in the late 1970s and early 1980s. He only created commercials for Alpha Beta supermarkets in the West and occasionally for Acme markets in the Northeast. Hamel eventually started working as a producer. Alan had 2 children, Stephen and Leslie, from his previous marriage to Marilyn Hamel. After hosting the anniversary game, Alan and Suzanne got to know one another and became close. In 1977, after a considerable amount of time spent together, they decided to tie the knot.